This is the last project in the world that has been done under the commanding hand of Donatella Versace. That means that we have it here on our doorsteps, designed by the family, and that makes it so exclusive.
Bentley Home. Let's talk about this one now.
The project is called Aida. This project is located on the Golden Mile. Aida is basically 8 apartments, but 8 apartment duplex. So have a duplex ground floor unit and duplex penthouse apartment. Puente Romano Golden Mile has been selling always very quickly.
And what about the prices? How much is it?
Well, they're not cheap. Show me the money.
Let's talk about luxury new developments here in Costa del Sol. For example, Bentley Home and Versace Home. Today I have here with me Lionel Luchov, the sales manager from a big developer here in Costa del Sol, luxury company, RGZ. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Lionel.
Thank you, Dico. Nice to be here.
It's nice to have you here. Let's start talking about which one do you want to start?
Well, we can start with Ocho de Oro, the 8 luxury villas that we have up in Nueva Andalusia. The villas basically are designed completely by Versace Home. What I always say is we need to be very careful how we pronounce this. When we speak about the project, it's always Ocho de Oro by Versace Home, because we have contracts obviously with these people, and we need to identify that Versace is actually the clothes brand and Versace Home is the interior design. In all my publications, I always need to use Versace Home. And Versace Home, what have they done so far in the world? They have done actually 2 projects already in the world, but they were furnished by. So they did a tower in London, the Damac Tower, which is a furnished by, and they did a whole tower in Dubai. Ocho de Oro project is basically a project that we had, and we've given it after an agreement, given it to Versace Home, and they have, together with our architects, they have redesigned completely the villa, making different color corners, obviously, materials, etc., etc. This is the last project in the world that has been done under the commanding hand of Donatella Versace, because in April she stepped down as CEO of the company, and that time Dario Vitali, he stepped into the company, and actually I believe it's this month actually signing the official takeover Prada with Versace. That means that the Ocho de Oro project is the first and last project villa-wise in the world, and we have it here on our doorsteps, designed by the family, by Donatella Versace, and that makes it so exclusive. More exclusive is that the materials that are being used are all from Versace Home. So if we're talking about the tabs, for example, about the marble flooring, the natural marble, the porcelainic tiling, you name it. Normally, what I always say, if it's a furnished buy, if you take out the furniture, it's a normal developer, it's a normal development. In this case, even if we would take out the furniture, it's a proper Versace Home development. And that's what is not anywhere in the world.
You guys now have an office in Puerto Banús just for this project?
Just for this project. So I came to an agreement with Versace that we need Versace Home, that we needed an office, obviously. So we've been looking for nearly 3/4 of a year. We looked on the Ricardo Soriano, we looked in Old Town, Marbella Spain, etc. But yeah, where do you find and need luxury? That's always in Puerto Banús. If you've seen over the last few weeks, the luxury cars that have been driving and showcasing and etc., etc. Basically, we started looking for a nice office. We've got now a nice office in Playa del Duque. It's about 220 square meters. And the beauty is that the whole office has been designed by the architects of Versace Home. That means, as from last week, because last week Versace Home were here, the 2 ladies were here, and they basically approved the sales office.
So now officially Prada is actually buying the brand of Versace, right? And they will keep this Versace Home?
I believe so. I have not been informed about that, so I believe that really out. I would just say, yeah, what we do know is that the indications have been that they're going to focus more on Versace, on the clothes. Not as much on Versace Home. Yeah, they might do something, but not and definitely not in the magnitude that they've done now, which is the last one they did, or she did.
Let's talk more about the location of the villas. It's 8 villas that will be built with beautiful sea views, panoramic views in Nueva Andalusia, the Gulf area.
Yeah, so basically when you know the area, when you know the plot, obviously, it's a dead-ending road. And at the beginning of the project, we're going to put a security hut, 24-hour security barrier, etc., etc. Once we talk about the prices, etc., you will understand why it's necessary. And basically, the entrance of the house is from that road. And from that road, you actually walk directly into the entrance hall, and then where you have the 3 master bedrooms on that same level. Then we have 1 level down, where we have the first lounge area, kitchen area. We've got another bedroom there, obviously. And then we have one level more down, which is the ground floor. That's where we have basically the entertainment area. So we have the gym, sauna, the indoor pool, outdoor pool connected to the indoor pool. You have another kitchen there. You have your private garden there, because 5 of the 8 villas, they actually have flat garden. The plot is fairly steep. Yeah, it's on the top part in Nueva Andalusia, but this is where you get the views. This is where you get the views of Africa, Gibraltar, Cadiz, etc. By being a very steep plot, what we've done is basically in the project for the first 5 houses, we've done a double retaining wall on the bottom part on the plot, and there's a difference of about 35 meters, and basically filling all this up. And basically creating 3 levels, because officially by law here in Marbella, I'm allowed to build 7 meters above the ground, which is normally 2 levels, and underground, whatever you want. Yeah, but in this case, by not modifying the natural line of the land, but putting double retaining walls, I can actually build a ground floor, a first floor, and a second floor, and on top of that, the rooftop solarium. So it's actually 4 levels of villa. We're looking here at 1,650 square meters built, divided over 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, the kitchens, the pools, the cinema rooms, the terraces, etc. And the plots, they go from the top plot, from the top road to the bottom road. You're looking at 2,100 square meter plots. They're big plots. They're really big plots. But the majority of the plot you will not use, obviously, because it's down there. Yeah, but because it's elevated, you're going to have those beautiful views. Now, my main target here obviously is not the typical person that walks in Puerto Banús or that walks in Malaga, Marbella, etc. Here we will have to target clients that are maybe not in Spain. And by not in Spain, I would say we have to maybe focus on the people from America, South America, Eastern Europe, Dubai, Kuwait, Qatar. That's basically where the people are with the money, and also that are really the minded, branded residences people. Like I said, for this particular project, you will not find the people here walking around Puerto Banús. But I need to have that office for the agencies to, okay, you have a nice client, I need them to sit in a nice office, Versace surroundings, etc., etc. So, for example, here what you see is you will have an outdoor pool which is connecting with an indoor pool. You see on the right corner there a window that actually slides down into the pool area.
Oh, this outdoor is connected with the indoor pool.
Yeah, and that's what you see later in the presentation. You will actually find that render actually. Because you have 2 livable spaces, so you have here for the ground floor level a fully fitted kitchen, obviously. You got a bedroom, toilet, everything here, a lift that connects all the levels. But here you'll be, let's say, the majority of the time of the day, when you do an outside barbecue, for example, play some football. Then we have on the first floor, we also have a kitchen.
Something quite unique, no? About the
That's
design.
the atrium, that's basically the double height ceiling. Very beautiful are the Greco lights, obviously. To get also an understanding of this villa, the furniture that you're going to see in this presentation is basically the furniture for the show villa. That is an agreement that I had to make with Versace Home, and the furniture pack that you see in the villa has a value of 1.8 million euros. Again, with a private pool, beautiful views towards Cadiz, Gibraltar, Africa, etc. A nice detail, for example, is the design that you find in the umbrellas, for example, in the showers, in the pools, also in the chill out areas, etc. This is actually Fantino, which is basically a mosaico, which is a mosaic stone which is hand painted and handmade. And we're looking here at prices around 3,000 euros per square meter. And that is the most expensive part of the house, because it's being used in the pool areas, obviously the shower area, it's in the chill out area, also in the sauna and hammam area. It's used, the most material being used in the villa. So here we have the nice rooftop solarium. We have an outdoor kitchen here, because if people want to decide, yes, we want to sit outside upstairs, obviously. We got a pergola bioclimatica, obviously, with the toldos. Here we have an outdoor kitchen, obviously. It's where people will probably be also a lot of time of the day.
All the villas will have views like this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So here we have your gate security guard. This is a dead-ending road. Yeah, so it's dead easy. At the villa number 1, that's where we're going to put the security guard in. It will be a normal security guard, what you also have in Sierra Blanca, what you also have in Camogán, for example. Same here, 2-3 guys switching on 24/7 hours. We have here on the right, you can actually see that's the indoor pool that is connecting with the outdoor pool. And you can see there that window that actually comes down all the way down in the 2 pools area. You got a heated pool and an unheated pool connected. Yes, so if you open the window, the warm water actually goes out. This is not something that you really want to do in the cold winter months. You can have it in the summer months, because in the summer months, the outdoor pool is also a very good temperature.
But it's very unique, yeah?
This is something that I've not seen here before. And the system that we're going to use is a Swiss system. The window system will cost us 250,000 euros per villa.
Was it a requirement from Versace to do this?
No, we wanted to do something else different. And when we looked at the pools, we said, how do we connect here the living indoors and outdoors? Yeah, we've done it already on the terrace level, or on the ground floor level, on the first floor level, but not on the pool area. And instead of what you've seen sometimes in these typical spa centers or these sauna centers, that you have these ugly, flappy plastic things that you have to move around to go through it. No, we want to do something very decent, but you have to do this in these luxury villas. Then you have a very nice, obviously, gymnasium area. This is the sauna, hammam area are right here in the back.
Wow, great. They connected the gym with the swimming pool. It's cool.
So this is your master bedroom. Very beautiful. We're using all the natural marble on the walls. So we're not going to have doors, for example. And depending, and this is something that people, of course, know, but we need to understand, that on the render it looks blue. In the office it looks a little more towards the green. Because if you have a big natural stone, if they're going to cut at the beginning, it can be blue. But towards, let's say, a meter or a meter and a half, 2 meters further, the color can change. Yeah, so at this stage, I have this showcased in the office, but we don't know if that is the actual color, the actual perfect color in the end in 2 years' time. Yeah, beautiful views, obviously, from the master bedroom. Obviously, you walk in closet. I've got this material, which is the cladding. I have that as well. Very cool bathroom, master bathroom. Look at this bathtub, absolutely amazing. Right. Natural stone, absolutely. Here, all the nice Versace items, obviously.
What about the marble? Is going to be like this?
Yeah. I have actually the sink in the toilet in the office is actually from Versace Home. You can see it. It's a more greener one. We got the wallpaper in the toilet, which is also from Versace Home. It's really a Versace Home villa.
And you mentioned that all the materials, like
85% comes from Italy. And we have to understand that Versace Home decides actually the suppliers. That means if I buy material, for example, Versace Home wants to see the invoice. That's an agreement that I have with them. So that they actually can check they're not cutting corners. Yeah, because we have known in the past some people like to cut corners. I can't do this. So they need to see the invoice, who is the supplier, and if it's actually a registered supplier from Versace Home. Yeah, the lounge on the first floor. You have here the main kitchen on the first floor, an outdoor kitchen. You got another bedroom on this side, obviously. Lounge area, sitting area right here. Your pool, your views to Gibraltar, Africa, Cadiz again. The views are guaranteed on all the 8 villas. The lift, basically, that's connecting all the levels of the house. And also that design that was done by Donatella Versace, you will find it also again here in the back of the lift. So this is the first floor. So this is the outdoor kitchen, which is connected to the kitchen on the first floor, the indoor kitchen.
This is the main kitchen.
This is the main kitchen. People say, well, what's the main kitchen? Well, it depends what level you are. On the ground floor, I got a main kitchen, a fixed kitchen, but this is the kitchen on the first floor. But then we have here the outdoor kitchen on the first floor. And then I have a kitchen on the rooftop solarium. I got 4 kitchens here. This is ridiculous. This is amazing.
Why did it need 4 kitchens?
That's something that came up, and this is how they are. They play with everything. So they said, listen, on the renders, for example, the plate needs to be a bit more to the left, the glass needs to be a bit to the right, and the palm tree there, let's take out the 2 leaves on the right. Everything went with them, and they just went into that. But we need to understand that we have done these renders, we've worked with them. It took us nearly a year to get the renders.
Very picky at the details as well.
And that is what I love about it. And when the ladies were here last week, it's beautiful when you see them working in your office and you just say, well, I'm just going to put this there. No, she said, no, Lionel, it has to be right in the middle. And it's like the eye for detail here is amazing. The main goal of their visit was actually to select the materials, because we said, what if a client wants to make, let's say, a change? And that's something that now we have now identified. Some people can make some changes, but if it's bigger changes, they have to approve it. It's their stamp, it's their brand. The ground floor area with the pool, kitchen. Now here you can see very goodly, obviously, the window system that comes actually down and separates the indoor pool to the outdoor pool.
And how big is this gym area?
Gym area is not big. I know the out of my head because I don't know all the numbers out of my head.
Have also a sauna, dry sauna here?
Yeah, if you continue, you'll see it. And that's where all the mosaico comes back, obviously. Main entrance of the house. Here you have the sauna and the hammam. And here you can see where also is a lot of mosaico being used in the house. It's unique. I actually have from both pieces, so from the pool area and from the chill out area, I actually have a small piece in the office. So when you walk into the office, you can actually see them on the right. They've been showcasing there. We had it also at the official launch in June this year. But just to showcase what it looks like, what it feels like. 3,000 euros per square meter. A lot of people say, oh, Versace, oh, okay, that's the very extravagant part that we've seen from 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's the gold, it's the black, it's the green, it's the red, it's the white, etc. No, look, it's completely toned down. This is a complete different thing.
So beautiful, so stylish. It really reminds you from the brand, the power of the brand.
That is what she designed. So Donatella, they actually did that design. And that's what you also see in the pool area again, obviously, and upstairs. And that continues throughout the whole villa. And that's basically...
So this is another pool, right?
This is the pool on the first floor.
Okay, there are two swimming pools at the ground and at the first floor.
And then on the top.
3 pools we have.
Yeah, and I would say that the pool on the ground floor is actually 2 pools. Because if I close the window, it's an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. So I would say 4 pools, yeah. Do you need them? No, but it's just features of the house. Look at the nice relaxing area here, coming down in here. This is the design that she did, obviously.
Also inside of the swimming pool, you can see at the floor at the swimming pool. I never seen something like this.
It's unique. Yeah, normally what you see in the houses from the top, if you're in a helicopter or with a drone, you see this dolphin, this typical dolphin. They wanted something completely different. But even on the infinity effect, you can see the design coming back again. So,
and it's also good to have a garden, no? Some grass.
Only 5 villas have that, because the last 3 villas, the plot is too steep. So we're looking there at a degree, let's say nearly 180 degrees. So for these villas with the double retaining wall, we're creating between 300 to 900 square meters of garden. The main entrance door, the pivot door, double height ceiling, the Greco lights.
Versace brand, no? This is the logo?
The Greco is typical from Versace. Yeah, absolutely, Versace Home. Here you see the atrium, the double height ceiling. The doors, for example, here, they've removed the doors. So they've just designed it with the natural stone. And that's it. So they wanted to work less with doors. So you'll see a lot of marble, natural marble, all throughout the whole house. Indoor cinema room. We actually have 2 cinema rooms. We've got an indoor cinema room and an outdoor cinema room. This is your outdoor cinema room.
This is your outdoor cinema room. Wow.
Yeah, because we live here in Marbella mainly outside. We got 300 days a year. We got nice weather, obviously. So you want to sit outside, not locked up in your lounge. You are outside.
This cover,
yeah,
you can just open it.
Yeah, it's like a typical toldo or awning.
Okay.
And yeah, you just close it and open it.
Okay,
yeah, to give you shade, etc. We have a nice chill out area on the right of this, obviously.
Yeah, with this image, you can really feel the ambience, right?
Yeah, but this is amazing. I can't wait to see this finished.
Well, this is the ground level.
This is the ground level of the villa.
And from the ground, we have sea views already.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, yeah. That's a good atmosphere. Huh,
now you will have sea views from all the levels of the house. Wow. Absolutely, yeah, guaranteed. The kitchen on the ground floor. So where we were just here on the outdoor cinema room. You got this indoor cinema room right here, and this is the kitchen on the ground floor. This is your lounge area on the ground floor, and then you have your indoor pool on the right there, and then the lift going up, and then the sauna in the back.
But this is the main kitchen for the house, or for
on the ground floor? On the ground floor.
But it looks like a bar area, no? Yeah. Because of this style of.
Yeah, that is something that they designed especially for this level, but also working together with all the colors, etc. It has to have each theme their own color.
That's what the people, let's say, not everyone, but some people who like this, or people who have been to some special nightclubs, really feel this vibe and the ambience, with the colors and the symbols. Really.
Yeah, but you can actually see the pattern here from the Medusa is actually coming back in the sofa. It's also coming back in the wallpaper. It just comes back everywhere throughout the house. And it's beautiful, and with the natural stone everywhere. This is just something which has not been done yet. One of the main bedrooms, obviously, very beautiful. The niches there. Here you have the master bathroom. So each bedroom has a different color. This is the green one, the green bathroom, and bedroom number 5.
Beautiful blue color.
Yeah. This is actually the stones that I have actually in the office. The red one, in the beginning we were not really fond. I was not really fond in the beginning of the red one. But it starts working on you. And now that you've worked a year with those renders, you're getting used to it. And at the moment, a lot of people say, wow, this is actually really nice.
Yeah, it brings a different sensation.
You have not seen this before here. And if you see the bathroom exactly the same, this is a bathroom that we've not seen here before. The materials here that we're using, for example, I have the stone in the office. Of course, I got a small piece. So you say, okay, fine, how does it look like? Now we can imagine how it's going to look like, but people want to touch it, want to feel it. They want to see it, how it really is.
Looks like real fashion inside of your home. Every ambience, every room brings a different sensation. Like
it looks like a show villa that you cannot use. It looks like a museum, but it's a private villa.
Very private, very exclusive. Not many like this available.
The walk-in closet area, the bathroom area of the red bedroom, the guest toilet. We have used materials in the villa that you just cannot imagine if you're looking at prices, etc. If you're looking at the cost price of the villa, yeah, it is high. It's the most expensive one that we have done so far.
And what about the prices? How much is it?
Well, they're not cheap. As I mentioned, we have 5 villas with a garden, and there's 3 villas without a garden. So the villas without a garden, they just have the mountain coming down, obviously. Construction is exactly the same. We're looking here at prices, they're starting from 11.5 million euros up to the show villa, which includes the furniture pack of 1.8 million euros, which one is priced at 14.6 million euros. At the moment, the license is in place, and I expect now to start this month with the construction of the project. And we're looking at delivery for the project towards the end of 2027.
So the price is starting from 11.5 up to
14.6, but 14.6, that is the show flat that I do, and that includes the furniture. Yeah, so the furniture that we've seen in the presentation, that is basically throughout the whole. I need to buy that, and that pack has a value of 1.8 million euros. The clients are not obliged to purchase the furniture pack or part of the furniture pack, but now that you've seen the project, I think that the clients that are actually purchasing a villa here, I think they will also, because it's a Versace Home villa, they will also purchase furniture from Versace Home.
If you are interested to buy a villa like this, get in touch with us. Leave your comment if you have any doubts about this project. And what about the next fashion branding project about Bentley, right? Bentley Home. Let's talk about this one now.
That's a different concept, obviously. So here we have been speaking about villas. The project is called Ida by Bentley Home. Ida is basically location. Yeah, as we all know here, all the agencies know it's location, location, location. This project is located on the Golden Mile, opposite Ponte Romano. So when we know the location, which is behind the Alhambra Hotel, land you cannot find anymore on the Golden Mile, Ponte Romano area. But this is a plot that we bought last year, and we developed the project Ida, and Ida is basically 8 apartments, but 8 apartment duplex. So have a duplex ground floor unit and duplex penthouse apartment. We're talking about location, location, location. You're 2 minutes away from Ponte Romano, and then people say, oh, do we have a sea view? Listen, I'm going to give you the location. If we're going to have a sea view, it's just a bonus, it's an extra. But between us, yes, the penthouses do have sea views. Yeah, but again, I'm looking here at the location. We know several projects that have been done on the coast here, maybe not always branded, but Ponte Romano Golden Mile has been selling always very quickly. I always say it's a no-brainer. Basically, this particular project, when we bought the land in December last year, there was an agent at Notary with a few investors, and on that same notary date, and I remember it was the 20th of December last year, it was the last notary date of 2024. These investors actually reserved 3 units on that same day because they found out what the location is. And here, location, we had a lot of sales going on in Epic, we had a lot of sales going on in Uno, in VS 12, etc., because of the location. And there's nothing to find anymore. Yeah, Ponte Romano, you have a lot of elderly apartments that have been refurbished, etc., and you're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8 million euros. These apartments, we're looking at apartments, meters built, anything between 450 up to 570 square meters. But I'm looking at prices at the moment, and I'm still pre-launch. We're starting here at 3,450,000 euros for the ground floor units. We've got private pool, private garden, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms.
So 3.5 million more or less for 500 square meter basically built. So we're talking about 7,000 per square meter more or less on the pre-launch.
But if you're looking at prices in Ponte Romano, I've seen prices going up to 75,000 euros per square meter. Yeah. In Ponte Romano, in Ponte Romano. Now we also have the penthouses. The penthouses are 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. They're already having a sea view from the lounge. They got a very nice view from the master bedroom ensuite upstairs, but they all have private pools. So the ground floor units, they have a private pool with a private garden. The penthouses, they have their private pool and then with terrace all around. To make the project attractable, what we did not do is the communal areas. So it's only 8 units. We're not going to waste time on the gymnasium area, the sauna area, tennis area whatsoever. Because that would also mean that we're going to raise the community fees, or they're going to be high. I always say, if people want that, you've got Alhambra next door in front of you. You got Ponte Romano in front of you. You got your tennis, you got your gym, you got everything there. So that's it. This is just the location. Here we did something similar, but slightly different. This is done with Bentley Home. And again, we need to distinguish that Bentley is the car, Bentley Home is the interior design. Bentley Home has done the furnished by part of this project. That means that the apartments, they come fully fitted, obviously, bathrooms, kitchens, etc. But here, all the units or all the owners, they are obliged to take a furniture pack in a value of 500,000 euros, yeah, from Bentley Home. And that can be used for the dining area, the bedrooms, the terrace area, for example. If they want, for example, the ground floor units, if they want, let's say, a small gymnasium area or a man cave, or I now also say women cave, because sometimes the women already feel insulted. I also say man cave. They can actually do that. For Bentley Home, it's important that the buyer needs to purchase, at the end of the invoice, 500,000 euros in furniture. But here again, you're looking at a location, you're looking at a very nice furniture pack. And basically, yeah, we've, in the meantime, reserved another unit. So I have the half of the development reserved.
Before starting to build?
Before having the license we expect now by this month. We have to do a small modification. So if we don't have it now, because now this is a difficult month, December. If we don't have it now, we have it by January. So we aim to start the construction by February or March next year. Already before having a license, before starting construction, half of the development is sold. But again, it was due to the location. The location helped us really good with the sales. And here also, we're looking at completion also towards the end of 2027. Hell, I'm going to be very busy at the end of 2027, delivering several developments at the same time.
As you've been working, Lionel, with these two brands, Versace Home and Bentley Home, what's the main difference that you realize between them? Which one has been more time at the market doing these kind of things? Because they have different business, right?
They have different business, but the two projects are a different concept in the way that Bentley Home is easier because it's a furnished buy. Yeah, we can do whatever we want. The people, I don't have really an obligation there. The obligation is from the customer, the purchaser, to buy furniture from Bentley Home. Versace Home was a huge experience. They gave us all sometimes migraines or sleepless nights, etc. Absolutely, yeah, because this is done to perfection, and to perfection means but really perfection. Yeah. And that makes it so special, and that's why I say what would be more. I would say definitely Versace Home.
And from all the clients that you are seeing now, looking for this kind of luxury properties, which markets are you seeing growing more at the moment?
Okay, we don't have only these two, but these two are, let's say, with a registered trademark, a brand, obviously. I've got other developments as well. I've got apartment project, for example, a normal villa project, for example. But the requests that we are getting at the moment are mainly Ukraine.
For luxury properties.
Yeah, absolutely. Poland, and obviously we're still aiming for America, South America and Dubai area. But Ukraine, Poland is a very, very strong market at the moment. And if I check, for example, let's say 8-10 years ago, I was with a different developer, and basically we had clients that agencies called you and said, we've got a client, Lionel, 3 million euros, 4 million euros. I'm like, wow, okay, it happens twice a month. Yeah, but now we seen that the big move after COVID, where big business people with big companies, let it be Ukraine, let it be Poland, let it be anywhere, the fear for death was coming more and more towards them. Yeah, and it happened maybe close by, family-wise, etc. We've noticed that the people actually kept the business up and running. For example, in Poland, took the family, took the wife, took the kids, made a permanent move to Marbella. Still controlling online the company back home, but the kids, they go to Swan, they go to Laude. Yeah, we have really good expensive schools here. You're looking at 2,000 euros per month. The wife, she takes the credit card from the husband and she goes to Corte Inglés and spends the whole credit card. But it's the lifestyle that they have here that they maybe did not have back home. So apart from your private schools and your nice luxury shopping malls, you have nice restaurants here. You got nice tennis clubs here, golf clubs, golf areas. Basically, it's a complete different lifestyle here. I made this decision 25 years ago, and we're now seeing that the generation that is doing that now is getting younger and younger. Yeah, because the people at the moment with these budgets that are coming now in, they're now saying, okay, fine, I've got a client of 10, 15 million euros. I can't find it. Like, my God, really? But not once a month, twice a month. It's like once, twice per week. Yeah, we really. And what is this type client? This is a client. This is a guy that in the mid 30s. Beginning 40s, that's that type client. But they made their money in the Bitcoin industry, for example, or inheritance, for example. And these people, now they say, listen, we're not going to wait till we're 60 to buy a holiday home and then move and then come back after. We're making the decision now. So that's why the buyers that I see, and from all those nationalities, they're getting younger and younger.
And I guess, especially from my experience, because when I moved here 6 years ago, I started planning 2 years before I come, because you have to maybe sell a business or sell your house or whatever. Yes, I guess it's just starting because COVID it finished end of 2021. We are still starting this process of migration from people that are selling their homes that are in Poland or in Ukraine, if they can sell something, but they are planning it because it's not, okay, guys, take your bags, let's go to another place. Especially in the United States as well, because of the politics, and people are starting to plan their move.
Yeah, and we don't want to say anything about politics about America, but that is one of the main reasons that we are targeting America, basically. Not us, but I know that there's agencies specifically targeting Americans due to the politic problems that we have at the moment in America. And these people actually are willing to move, and they want to move. You say some people need some years. It's funny. I took actually 2 months to take the decision 25 years ago. Personal reasons, obviously. Looking for a new job, new adventure, obviously. And I remember I had a job interview in February. On the 22nd of April, I actually took the car and drove down to Spain. It took me 2 months to decide. I said, okay, fine, let's do it. But okay, I was 25, completely different age.
25.
But now, obviously, a little bit older. I understand, but this is what I mean. This is the client from 25, 30 years old at this moment that has that business, that has those millions in their bank account, and they say they're making quick decisions at the moment. My parents, when they bought here in 1998, they did these typical exhibitions, where you go to exhibitions with family, friends, etc. They were looking for 2.5 years on exhibitions, so the winter exhibition and the summer exhibition, so they did 5 exhibitions before actually purchasing properties. Now I see that people take decisions in 3 months because everything has changed. It's changing. The mentality, everything is changing at the moment.
Yeah, I think Marbella and Malaga area is a hub for especially these influencers and digital nomads. So it's a perfect place for you to enjoy the nature and quality and work by home.
But you look at the influencers, for example, etc. The amount of money that they make that we don't know. I see sometimes on the open houses, I've seen them, and with all due respect, guys, but we're all nicely dressed, we're professionals, we know everybody who's doing the open houses, etc., your colleagues, your friends, etc. And you got a few people coming in with, I've watched sneakers on today, but okay, normal sneakers, big holes in the trousers, a simple t-shirt, and then they come in with this thing, what you have there as well, with the camera. They do a little bit walking around, do this and do that. And I think, what is that? Those are TikTokers. I'm like, TikTokers. Yeah, okay. My market, I know, is not in TikTok, but I do believe that people, agencies, use TikTok to get at least leads in. But my target is not TikTok. But I think it has completely changed.
But it's amazing to see that there are opportunities everywhere and for everyone. So you just have to start and at least try to look for your niche and your area so you can just stand out. Like I mentioned to you, we have done already 9 sales through YouTube, especially YouTube, 6 of them for Brazilians first, and now it was 2 from UK clients and then the last one for United States. In the United States, we are seeing more clients connecting with us.
I see YouTube as a more serious channel. A lot of people are using YouTube, obviously, also here in real estate, same as you. Your TikTok, your Instagram, I think it's something different. I think YouTube is already more professional. I'm not saying I'm an expert in this, but that's my particular opinion, that YouTube is a bit more professional.
What about the Saudi Arabian clients? Have you seen some movements?
We've seen... Well, in the summer, after the summer, we've seen mainly Arabs here from Morocco, obviously. The Saudis, they have been here as well. You've seen it on the license plates. And the beauty is, you know that they're here because you see it on the license plates, because they actually fly in their cars and actually drive their cars here. And they're mega cars, obviously. And me being in Puerto Banús, in Playa del Duque, just before you have the main entrance of the port, you see all the youth with the cameras and the videos, etc., filming all those cars. And you can see it on YouTube as well. You see the Dubai license plate, the Kuwait license plate, you see the Andorra license plate. Yeah, you see them. So you know they're here. I've not seen them that much, but again, I don't think that I have, let's say, for example, Ocho de Oro, where I have the office actually. For AIDA, I'm not making that much marketing at the moment. But there is a market for those clients. But again, I don't think that a Saudi client will walk very quickly into my office and say, oh, this is a villa. Okay, I'll buy one. I have to do it in their country. And therefore, I'm a strong believer that I need to basically have an event in those countries where they can actually see, touch and feel the project. I'll present it, and again, there is where I'll probably have sales, because these people don't really need to travel. These people, but again, a client is spending 15 million euros on a holiday home, Versace Home. Yeah, how much do they have in the bank account? 250, 300 million euros? So for them, it's just like, okay, fine, it's something that I want to have because it's the brand. Because what we also need to understand with branded residences, people who buy a branded residence, they don't buy one, they buy several. Yeah. So if you look, for example, in Dubai, you have there a lot of branded residences. People not own there just one apartment; they own there 5, 6, or 7. Yeah. The trend that we've seen here on the Golden Mile. You have people that bought a Fendi. They're also buying a Dolce & Gabbana, Lamborghini maybe. They're buying because it's a branded residences. People like it. It's collector's items.
If you have money, why not?
Yeah. Well, I got the project, so show me the money.
Very good, very good. Well, thanks for coming to the podcast, Lionel. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and you're a very nice person, very humble man, and hardworking. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Nico.